At Nature's Bounty, the belief is simple. You already have a brilliant body. Supplements just help support your journey. For over 50 years, Nature's Bounty has offered vitamins and supplements to help you eat, sleep, thrive, repeat. From magnesium glycinate for heart and muscle support to hair growth capsules for fuller, thicker hair. And probiotics with 20 billion live cultures for digestion. Nature's Bounty. It's in your nature to thrive. Learn more at naturesbounty.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hiring isn't just filling a role. It's about finding people who can drive results. Indeed Sponsored Jobs helps you match with the right candidates faster. Target candidates by skills, certifications, or location. Join the 3.3 million employers worldwide that use Indeed to connect with quality talent that fits their needs. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to help get your job the premium status it deserves at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Do it the right way. With Indeed.
Adobe Radio. The future of alternative.
Greetings, mood killers. I'm Bologna's Francine Marconi, along with Eddie Barella. Each week, we come to you in hopes that we might distract you from something or change your mind or remind you to, to have fun, Yeah.
Was that distracting?
Is that my, the sound effect of my swell bottle?
Yeah,
my
that's
water?
your water bottle. Right there.
Yeah, wait, here's another one.
Oh, that one was live. That was a live sound effect.
that was a lie, yeah. And then you have one of me doing this.
I do. Yeah, there's one of you opening. Where is that one? What page is that? Bring that up. JD, what page is that? I just had that. There it is. Page 5 in purple.
Eddie, my apartment has a billing app, and it hasn't been working properly the last couple of months. And I reach out to my building manager. And I've lived here 11 years.
Wow,
I
really?
use this app every month. Yeah.
I've never lived anywhere that long.
I know. I'm like, I can't believe it either. I've never lived anywhere longer than like 3 years, I think.
Do you plan to,
even
no plans to leave either? It seems like you have a really nice, cozy place, so why would you leave?
Yeah, it's weird because like once you live somewhere a long time, you start adding and, updating and you get it just like you like it. And you're like, I'm never leaving this place.
And not having to deal with movers and packing and for over a decade, you're lucky. I feel like I've been moving every year lately.
Yeah, I know. And so I love this place. Every year we get a new building manager, basically. It's a high turnover.
Hey,
thing.
hi.
And I like this guy just fine.
Genuinely.
This app we pay our rent crashes. And I reach out to him. I say, hey, the app isn't accepting my payment, or it says it did, but the balance isn't zero. So I'm just making sure. Do you see it on your end?
Uh-huh.
And he's like, no, I don't see it on my end. And then, he reaches out. Thanks for the heads up. I reached out to corporate, and it sounds like it's temporarily down, the app. But if this is still an issue on Monday, please get a cashier's check or money order or personal check to the office no later than the 5th, or you'll late fees will kick in.
Because their app isn't working.
I apologize for the glitch. Yeah. And I'm like, why is the burden on me to suddenly do what? A money order?
Now he can
what
go
even
down
is that?
to Western Union.
Is that what I do?
I don't know.
What is Western Union? I don't even know.
I think you
heard of
can
it
get a
before.
money order by going to like a grocery store, and then you just go to the counter and then you give them cash.
I had to research this. The thing I learned about money orders, they only go up to $1,000. So I would have to get like 3
what? They'll go to $1,000, really?
And then like I can't get a cashier's check because my bank is out of state. It's a credit union. And I don't have personal checks, right? And I'm like, I'm going to be running all over town getting money orders and this and that. For what? Because you're.
I was going to say, I'm going to blow your mind here. You said that you had a credit union that's out of state. Did you know that there's something called a credit union co-op? And every credit union, they communicate with each other. You can walk into pretty much any credit union and still access your account.
No, I know that, but you can't get a cashier's check.
Oh, really?
For some reason.
So you have to go to. Okay, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, no, you're right, because it's great, because that's one of the main reasons I haven't switched to credit union here.
Right,
is because I never needed to, and
well, you could go open up a new bank account somewhere.
Right, I know.
What a pain!
Just so I can pay my damn rent, and then I was like, so I kind of reached back out, and I'm like, why is this suddenly like a problem? It's causing I've never had a problem with this in 11 years, and suddenly like the last 2 months. And he starts responding with all these things like, well, and kind of giving me the corporate response. And finally, for whatever reason, he decides the best thing was to call me.
Oh, no.
And I pick up the phone, and I don't know why I picked up the phone. I thought maybe he'd have a solution or something.
Hey, hi.
And it was more scolding. Like I was being scolded. Like he was treating me as if I was like some criminal trying to get out of paying my rent. And I'm like, I go, first of all, I don't know why you're talking to me this way. That's very inappropriate.
Really?
And I don't appreciate
he was talking
it.
to you that, like, what did he say to you?
Like, you know how, like, have you ever been on the phone and a lawyer calls you and they're representing somebody, or they're basically like you're in big trouble, and you're being yelled at by someone, and they have this weird sense of confidence, and and
they're talking down.
Yeah, and
there's
he was
no
like,
reason
well,
like you don't speak to another adult like that. I don't care who you are or what it is.
Yeah, and he said something like this. He said like, well, if you had to make your car payment, which is completely lost on me. I don't have a car. I don't know what that's all about. But if you had to make a car payment and their website was down, you'd still have to make your payment. And I said, if AT&T, their app is down, they would not charge me late fees if I didn't make my payment until their app came back up. All I said to him, what I'm saying is, first of all, I don't think it's appropriate for you to talk to a tenant that way, because we essentially pay your salary. Like if it's not for us, then there's no money there.
Yeah. So you're the customer.
And so I wasn't being unreasonable. I just said, I didn't feel like you leading with me with the tension of late fees was the right way to handle the problem. And that's all I was saying. Like, you could have just said, hey, we'll take care of it. Don't worry. I'll let you know when it's fixed. That's it.
Right.
And instead of, and it really was, it was late. It was afternoon on Friday. So then I would have Monday to figure, because you can't I don't know if you can even get all that stuff, a money order at the grocery store on the weekend. I don't know.
I don't know.
And so anyway, so then I have this tension with him. Now I'm avoiding him. Like, I had a delivery that sat in the lobby and until he gets off work, and then I go down and get it so I can avoid him. You know what I mean?
And then, that's crazy. So you have to avoid this guy now.
Yeah, well, he not really. It's just in my head. He's fine. Like, I don't have anything against him or anything. I just choose not to,
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. So I just feel like, so I went and I ordered a batch of checks, Eddie, like it's 1992 or something.
Now he'll take a personal check, but he won't, or does it have to be a cashier?
No, it can be they accept personal checks. So I ordered a bunch of checks. I haven't used a check. I can't even remember. The only time I ever use a check is if somebody asks for my routing number.
I ordered. They have to go look at the check for that. Yeah. I ordered like 3 boxes of checks when I opened up my first bank account ever as a teenager, and I still have those checks.
And you still have them.
And I used one probably it has like my childhood home address on there, but I don't care. Everything else is the same because I've had the same credit union forever. So I used I wrote a check in there like probably a year ago, and it worked. Why would I go buy new checks?
Right. Yeah. And I only, like I said, like I remember getting a cashier's check like 11 years ago, but I don't remember what to do. And I only did that because it was an apartment situation.
Yeah. I mean,
like, why do
sometimes they want the cash. I get the cashier check for first month's rent deposit or whatever. Fine. Because you get, that's fine. But after that,
I don't even understand like why they can't just accept like your card. Like
I don't know. Maybe they've been
my
burned
bank card
in the past by people disputing the
There's got to
charge.
be some dumb reason.
Yeah.
There's always an antiquated reason to stick with old ways where you've got to run an errand to get something done instead of just doing it online.
Right.
It's like, and by now, why can't we get a check mailed to somebody like that? Like, why do I have to go down to the bank and physically discuss the situation? Why can't I just go click on my bank's website and they send a cashier's check to my apartment and then they get an email immediately?
Did you know they have that actually? It's called bill pay. Some banks do this. Your credit union probably does do it, but you set it up and they'll automatically send a check on your behalf every month to whoever you want.
Yeah, and the only issue in this situation
was you needed it immediately.
Friday.
Yeah.
And then I would have to overnight everything. And I was like, So I thankfully the app worked, and it cost me like $60 to get new checks, but
so you should send him an invoice for $60.
Yeah, I really should.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Yeah, you're right. Yes.
Marconi and Eddie, mood killers.
Have you seen this news about this virus? This outbreak that was on this cruise ship. There's this
the Henta virus or the
Henta virus.
Yeah, either way, it's scary.
Yeah, so there are a bunch of health officials that are tracking a cluster of cases after passengers from a cruise ship disappeared.
What?
Because they were, or excuse me, after this virus dispersed. Across,
that's what happens. You get the virus and you disappear.
No! The virus dispersed across multiple cabins in this cruise ship. So the World Health Organization.
They just passed some kind of thing, or RFK got them to stop this regulation where you had to have medical checks or something on cruise ships.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Everything that they do, and we don't even have a CDC at this point. They fired all of the good scientists that work there,
and then we have to rebuild. Like once they're out of office, then we have to rebuild all that. Like
that's going to be
spend
annoying.
Like half your time fixing what they messed up.
Yeah, then by the time it's rebuilt, the next person is going to knock it over again. But
and here's the maddening thing. I know we're not trying to talk politics, but it does get into it. It's hard to avoid it these days. Then the first 4 years of somebody's presidency is just fixing all the BS that happened in the last 4 years.
Right.
And then the people that voted for the people that messed it up think, well, it's his fault, because they're always told that. And instead of us being the fixers is, one party, it's they but really they just won't look and go, oh, wait, actually the reason it took so long is because so much got messed up.
Yeah, and the last pandemic happened under the same guy we have now. So I don't know. I still have a little bit of PTSD around this pandemic thing. So then oh
my God,
people were saying, oh, this could possibly turn into a pandemic. But apparently, though, I researched it a bit more, and it's not very likely that that's going to happen.
You stay off cruise ships, or?
Well, apparently this virus is hard to transmit. It's not like COVID, where you sneeze on somebody and they can get sick. With this, I guess it transmits through rat droppings.
Oh,
so
don't eat those.
Yeah, I guess they were serving rat droppings on this cruise ship or something, and then people, or they came into contact with it. Because apparently, like, if you're near these rat droppings that have this virus and you're in a humid area, it might transmit that way through the humidity. So, but yeah, it's very deadly. 40% of people who come in contact with this virus die. So, and it's crazy. I don't know that I'm thinking, like, if there is another pandemic, I don't know if I could handle it. I think Eddie,
just do what I do.
Yeah.
Don't change a thing. I just live my life like it's still a pandemic.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I would like a pandemic because I would just stay inside.
Didn't you more? I honestly, COVID really changed my entire life, and not that I wanted anybody to die or anything like that, but as far as people understanding social distancing. And, and I never, like, I still don't see the person that delivers my groceries. Before that, I always answered the door. Now I never answer the door.
But people are back to coughing and sneezing without covering their mouths and all this stuff and not washing their hands after they go to the restroom. I think we're back to right where we were before the pandemic. And the thing about the post-pandemic life that really bothers me is you'll walk up to a hand sanitizer thing that's on the wall and you'll go to use it and it's empty because it hasn't been refilled since 2020. Like, why do they still have those things attached to walls if you're not going to maintain them? I'm tired of it.
I hate public restroom anything. Everything involving a public restroom is the worst.
It's terrible. Yeah.
You can't do anything. You have to use the restroom when you're out. You can't go all the way back home.
No, you have to go when you got to go. And the public restrooms in America, and I know this has been said a lot, they're terrible. They don't offer any sort of privacy at all. Like, why do they have urinals next to each other with no dividers? Why?
I don't understand
what is
any
that?
of that.
What kind of a sicko
Who
decided that was
designed
a good? What is that? Like, it's like you're an animal.
I love, like, when I go to a nice hotel or a nice hotel restaurant and you go and they have these restrooms where they actually have private rooms inside the restroom where you, like, instead of stalls, they have like little, like basically a closet.
Right.
That's how it should be.
I know, a water closet.
And I get it. Like, the reason some of them don't have it is because drugs, people don't want, people, having sex in their restrooms.
Is that what it was? People were having a lot of sex in these things.
That's the only, and also like murder,
murder,
crime.
A lot of crime happens behind in tiny little bathrooms.
It really does.
A lot of crime.
But I think like, at a fancy hotel, restaurant, whatever. That's like when I lived in Portland, I knew where all the fancy hotel restrooms were. And that's where I would go.
I mean, that's one of those life hacks that I'll never forget is when you're out and if you really have an emergency, use a hotel lobby bathroom because they're usually the nicest and they maintain them. They're very rarely dirty. So you go in those. There's
one at this Congress Hotel and it's known as like one of the most haunted hotels in Chicago. Yeah. But I will say this, and it's got like, it's not anything special at all. It's not fancy at all. But you go in there, nobody's in there, and it's always clean.
Well, now there's going to be a ton of people. Everybody since the word got out, they have a line out the door now.
Yeah. No, but I go in there, I'll go down to that hotel, and then, like people always say it's like really terrifying and ghosts, and it's got a history. It's all over TikTok if you search Congress Hotel. And I'll just walk up to the 13th floor and I'll look around and I'll be like, it's creepy, but I didn't see anything or feel anything, and I just walk around and then I leave after I use the restroom. And it's a nice little, because like I'll be walking around. I'm like, I need to use the restroom. Where can I go? Well, I can go. And I have like 7 different places I can go. They're all hotels. One is like the cultural
center. I think somebody made an app. And it's for New York City, though, because in New York they have, there's this problem where you can't find a public restroom very easily. Yeah. So somebody made an app. But yeah, the hotels are great. If you have to, like the backup from there is a Starbucks, although you do have to buy something, which is like annoying.
The Palmer House Hotel, it's a Hilton hotel, but it's where the brownie was invented. It's real close to me. So it's another one that's on my walk, range. Yeah. I'll just go in there. And then when I'm done, maybe I'll get a brownie. I don't know.
Yeah.
Big toilet. And the great thing about hotels that are old and, like historic, they kind of expect you to kind of walk around. So I'll walk around.
Yeah. They expect you to knock on doors and see if anyone answers.
I don't bother the guests, but I do go on different floors. Sometimes I'll go in the elevator just for fun to see what's what. And I don't know. I've always done that. Is that a weird thing that nobody else does?
Climb through the air ducts to see what's going on.
Eat some leftover dinner rolls on the hallway tray while you've had a few cocktails? No, never do that.
Right. Yeah.
That's odd. That's odd behavior.
That's right. But this virus though is not anything to be concerned over, and there's
you'll just die if you get it. That's all.
Yeah, but just a bit. So this goes back to cruise ships, though, because of course this happened on a cruise ship, and I will never, ever go on a cruise. Why do I want to be on a floating Motel 8?
No,
that's what I see.
Yeah, and it's like diarrhea on the water, really.
And you're stuck with the same group of people. Maybe you have a confrontation with one of them, like you did the guy who works at the
my building
manager. Office. And then you have to be in proximity.
He's on that cruise.
Maybe he is on a. Then you have to see the same people constantly, and then also, I know they have several restaurants from what I understand on these cruise ships, but do I really want to?
They all dip in the same rat droppings.
Yeah, it's gonna be like they're gonna take the same piece of chicken and at the Italian place throw some breadcrumbs over it, and then. At the fried chicken place, they'll take the same piece of chicken and put some batter on it. Yeah. So it's like they're going to be dressing up the same 3 ingredients and then calling it a different cuisine. Like
It's all the same diarrhea.
It is. But I think that's the moral of the story is stay off cruise ships.
That's what we've learned here today.
Yeah. Yes.
Eddie, I can't stop scrolling. I won't stop. There's no reason to stop. On all the social media platforms, I like to scroll. And sometimes I send stuff to Eddie. Sometimes Eddie he's busy. He doesn't have time to look.
I like what you send, and I like to batch them. And then I don't. My only regret is I don't react to everything that you send.
Yeah, oh no, that's not required either. That's the thing it's really difficult because it's a lot
that you send things, and I try to send you some things too that I find.
Oh,
that I think that you find amusing.
You sent me some really funny stuff.
Yes.
Here's one that I saw, and I know this has been going around, but it still makes me laugh when I see it. The reason this guy can't be a gangster.
The reason number 4 why I can't be a gangster or gangbang. Life is like a hurricane here in the bird. Race cars, lasers, airplane. It's a blur. Or rewrite history, DuckTales. Ooh, Nick, I can't know DuckTales no more, so I gotta act like I don't know DuckTales. Oh, but the best part, the danger lurks behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. Grab onto some DuckTales. You telling me you don't feel like, ooh. So I got to forget about Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Hey, they were the first ones who showed us that you can wear red, blue, or green and get along. Uncle Scrooge. Wait, I got to forget about Lunchpad? I don't know Lunchpad no more. The Pilot? I don't remember Lunchpad no more. That's what you said? Nah, I'm going to be singing DuckTales. I've been a gangster.
I'd rather be singing DuckTales than be a gangster. I get it.
I love it. Yeah.
Sadly, Eddie, Meta has decided to come out with another app.
Instagram is building another Snapchat. Meta is testing a brand new standalone app called Instance. And the concept is familiar: disappearing photos, one-time views, gone in 24 hours. Meta's testing the new app in markets like Spain and Italy. You can't save anything. You can't repost anything. You can barely edit anything. You can add text, but that's about it. And of course, the whole point is a return to the casual, low-pressure form of social media sharing that millennials invented and then destroyed. Meta can't really wind back the clock on Instagram. You can't put all the polished posts and algorithms and creator and brand content back into Pandora's box. Instagram is for your brand deals and your highlight reels. But Instagram, which has a history of ripping off Snapchat, is hoping to catch lightning in a bottle again, because clearly all these features that they've been testing to try to inject authenticity back in the app aren't really working. And this isn't the first standalone app that Instagram has tested, because asking audiences to open a different app for a very specific kind of content with a smaller audience is risky. But as
I'm so tired of every spinoff.
Mark Zuckerberg, stop. Just stop. Like,
it's
these
enough already.
These tech bro a-holes, don't you have enough? Like, you already have this platform. You have 2 platforms, massive platforms.
Like, how much do you need? It's the one thing you learn about billionaires. There's never enough money. Ever.
And I think part of the problem is they have to continually make it seem like they're doing something to Wall Street because they're public, and the whole thing is just exhausting.
It really is.
No, I really implore everybody to not use that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to use it just to know how bad it is, and then I'll delete it.
What's it going to be called? Turds?
Instant?
Oh,
Instant.
Instagram is building another
Instant.
Snapchat. Meta is testing a brand new standalone app called Instance.
Ugh. Instance.
Instance. What idiots? Why not call it instant? Because then you have or just Insta and leave off the gram.
Here's another one. Gen Z has given up, Eddie.
I'm a Gen Z, and I am no longer passionate about anything. I've only been alive for less than 3 decades, and I've already lost almost all will to live and passion and drive. Why? Because America and American capitalism has put lifestyle behind a paywall. America says that we are so burdened, we the people are so burdened with human life that we must benefit from the existence of all of you people. So the least you all could do is be cogs in our machines, aka funnel money into billionaire businesses. So we'd find some of you worthy of keeping alive. That's why livable wage isn't easily accessible. We don't want all of you to stay alive. We don't.
Yeah, it's true though.
He's right. He's absolutely right. And I don't blame him. The whole system, late stage capitalism, is downright depressing, and we're being nickeled and dimed everywhere. I use one of those CPAP machines at night.
Yeah.
And I had this realization that I have to pay a subscription now to breathe because I have to have refreshed equipment sent to me like every couple months. And
so you've got a subscription fee.
Yeah, so it's like, they charge me like $150 or something every 3 months. And then basically it's like, I am paying to literally breathe now.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad the CPAP is still working for you, though. That is good.
As far as I know.
You don't know. You'll know when you're 80 if you don't drop dead. Is that how it works?
It lowered my blood pressure. So
that's good. That is good.
Like I had like high blood pressure, and then I started to do this, and now it's normal. So I'd say that's one. And I won't have a stroke in the middle of the night, so that's good.
Oh, that's the best time to have them, though.
I know. You're right. Yeah.
Unhook your hose.
I mean, unplug the hose.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's another. Here's one that's kind of depressing too.
This weekend, I realized it's been 17 years since my junior prom. So I basically have 1 foot in the grave. How are you doing?
Have fun.
You know that episode of Sopranos, Pine Barrens? This week is 25. That's the one where they get lost with Polly.
Oh, in the woods.
That was 25 years ago.
What?
I know.
That can't be right.
I know.
It's got to be a mistake.
And Steve Carell was on Jimmy Kimmel last night, and they mentioned, like, do you think there are people alive now that don't know you were on The Daily Show? He's like, oh, yeah. Like, it's I rarely would get a shout out about The Daily Show. And you think about that, it's true. There's going to be a time when people don't know he was from The Office or anything.
Yeah, all of that fades away. You could be the most famous person in the world, and then eventually people forget about you. Like even Michael Jackson, like no one was thinking about him until that biopic came out, and then he had a tiny bit of interest, and now he's back to obscurity again.
Even though he's been dead since 2009, I think. But I mean,
but he was like, you couldn't get more famous than him. Literally everyone on the planet knew Michael Jackson, and now no one cares.
Same with like David Letterman was a big deal in the early 90s. And, then he, his show went on. But, as talk shows do and TV, they kind of less and less people watch them, all that kind of stuff. And then, now he's just some bearded guy who's kind of retired who pops on Netflix once in a while to do an interview.
His latest season is great, by the way.
Which one is that?
It has like Mr. Beast on it, who's kind of a weirdo, but as Mr. Beast is on there, and who else? I just watched somebody that was really
Larry David.
Anyways, it's a good season. I'm just now watching. I don't even know how long it's been out, but I realized there's a season I didn't watch.
Eddie, I don't know if you've seen this, but I think we're both going to be really excited about this, and it's coming this month, I believe.
Have fun.
Or next month. I'm sorry, I don't know what month it is. Obama announced this on Instagram.
I have sat across the table from some of the world's most difficult leaders. and wrestled with some of the globe's most intractable problems. Nothing has prepared me for working with Larry David. I'm just a producer on this show, so I don't have to deal with him day to day, but still, it's a lot.
Hey, 44.
Yeah.
Can I put you down as my emergency contact?
Why would you do that?
Well, because if they see your name, they'll be more inclined to help.
Yeah, but that means they're bothering me.
Yeah, but, it's an emergency.
Larry, I've seen you call 911 when you had something in your eye.
Yeah, I had it for an hour. It was driving me crazy. What was I supposed to do?
Don't you know other people who like you?
No.
The answer is no, Larry.
I'll ask Michelle.
Good luck with that. You see what I'm dealing with here? Impossible.
So it's a new show called The Pursuit of Unhappiness. It premieres June 28th or June 26th on HBO Max.
CBS. Oh, HBO Max?
Yeah.
I think, it's like a sketch comedy thing, right?
It looks good.
Yeah, anything Larry does, I'll do. Like, he even put out a really crappy HBO movie. Like,
oh, yeah, I watched that.
8 years. I watched it because even if Larry David's bad work is still better than most.
Oh, yeah. It's like Larry in a relationship or something like that. He lives on some island town or something. I can't remember.
And he has like really long hair and he drives a tiny car.
Yes. But yeah, no, I'm like, it's so weird because, he stopped doing Curb and you're like, we would be happy if you just did another season of Curb, but this is cool too, So I look forward to it.
Yeah, I look forward to that. Sorry, I thought I hit the cough button.
Whatever LD is going to do, we'll watch.
Yes, absolutely. LD.
Thank you, LD.
Way.
And LD. I'll be your emergency contact if you need one.
Thank you.
So, Eddie.
All right. A few things we can get to here. How about, we like to talk about what's on streaming and what to watch. So why don't we see what's new on streaming?
Oh, yeah.
And Netflix, in this month, they're going to be dropping Lord of the Flies this week.
It's already out.
Is that the old one? Is that the new one?
It's a new one. And I was like, do I watch this? I don't know.
I don't know if I want to watch that.
No.
Yeah, I think I'm going to skip that one. Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited about next month. Like we talked about Larry David. That show's good. And then I hate to say this because I live in Chicago and I'm not anti The Bear. But I'm not really that excited about The Bear because it's still just shouting.
So did you watch season 1 of The Bear, right? And you didn't watch season 2? So I
did watch season 2. How many seasons are there now?
Well, I think there's 3. I haven't watched 3.
Neither have I.
But I watched 2 and I liked it more than 1 because 1 was yelling in a kitchen for like an hour an episode. And season 2, I thought they slowed down the pace a little bit. And actually they had a lot of beautiful cinematography and they showed Chicago.
When they introduced End of Beginning, and that's where it became popular. And she was floating. She took a riverboat tour, and she was floating underneath the. That's my walking. Like where she was floating, I walk around. That's my. And so I love that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. But it's literally like every show now is Chicago based.
I've had it enough.
Yeah.
Enough with the Chicago production. Well, they're probably doing that because they don't want to. They're not filming anything in LA anymore.
But the thing is, like they don't do shows like that for LA or New York. You don't see we got to specifically show this shot. We got to specifically show this shot. They might do a sky shot, but then it's right to the set. In Chicago, it's like, well, we've got to have a deep dish scene. We've got to have a hot dog scene.
Right.
And it's enough.
Yeah, they do. They go a little overboard making sure that it's Chicago.
Yeah, we get it. You're on a set though, and some they film it in Chicago. I don't know. Do they do it on a sound stage like most shows do, and then they do exterior scenes here?
I would imagine they're probably shooting the exterior shots in Chicago, and they film the rest in Thailand or something. Who knows?
Like Shameless,
not even.
I believe was on a sound stage in L.A., but the exterior scenes were shot in the south side of Chicago.
Right.
In some different areas of Chicago.
They recreated that house. They made a set inside of, which makes sense actually. For a while, I thought that was so stupid, and I used to always say to myself, oh, if I'm going to be producing a show, I want to shoot it in an actual house. But then you think about the logistics of that, and you can't like shoot a daytime scene at 4 a.m., for example. But if you're in a studio, you can, because you control the light. So it just makes more sense.
If I ever wanted to do anything, it would be part of a production team that put the sets together like that. Like, could you imagine being part of a crew that gets to build like the Shameless house inside the interior, and you get to put the decor together, like what it's supposed to look like. Somebody gives you an order. This is what we want. This is we need this, and this, and kind of make up what you want, and then you get to design all that. I think that would be a fun job. You know?
That would be a lot of fun. I saw that Apple is teasing a new Ted Lasso season that's going to be starting.
Me too. So unexcited about it. Like,
and the thing about that too is like you and I are not fans of Ted Lasso, and I'm glad that you don't buy into the hype either, because it's not that good of a show. Also, they were only going to do 3 seasons, but because of the popularity, they're bringing it back for another season. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Like, it's going to be even worse than the other 3.
It's sort of like The Office. It should have been done when Steve Carell was done. Like, it didn't need to go on. I mean, as much as I love The Office, not great after Steve Carell left. And
no, it's downright painful to watch some of that.
Yeah, and I think like so many of these shows are just like it's a financial thing. Like, well, we've got a good thing going, let's keep it going, And we have so many sequels of movies because they're now a franchise, but it's all mediocre at best. And like, why not just do some great stuff and then stop? Like, Larry David could have done Curb Your Enthusiasm for another 11 seasons until he dropped dead.
Sure.
But he decided to get out. And same with Seinfeld. Like they stopped in season 9.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of these shows now are just like, I mean, look, like ensemble shows like Grey's Anatomy. It could go on forever because it's just one of those, that's the way it's written.
Because those shows are like episodic and everything is it's contained in its own little unit.
Well, we don't need another season of Ted Lasso. Now he's going to be, I think, a girls soccer coach or something.
Yeah, no, we already wrapped up the other story from what I understand. Like I'm not going to watch it, but I think that he had a whole arc with that stupid English soccer team.
Yeah.
So now we're going to put him in youth soccer.
I guess.
I don't know. Like, who cares? Ted Lasso, he's like this guy that has this moral high ground. Yeah. And it really just rubs me the wrong way because he can never do any wrong. Oh, he's always the one that is inspirational. He always has the right thing to say at the right time. No, go to hell, Ted Lasso. I don't know why. This is such a basic white person show, too. It's like a feel-good show for basic bitches. And I want it to be deleted off of Apple. Tim Apple, if you're listening to me. Please, on your way out the door when you're retiring, Tim Apple, delete Ted Lasso.
I don't hate it that much, but I'm not that excited about it. I don't need to see it. I'll probably watch it, but I don't like, I think I stopped watching last season. I don't think I've watched all of it and I don't really plan to, but I don't know. It's like one of those things like where I might get real bored and go, oh, fine, I'll binge this stupid thing. But,
and the thing is, I like Jason Sudeikis. I think he's fantastic. I like everything he's in.
Yeah.
But I do not subscribe to this Ted Lasso hype.
I'm fine with the show itself, but the hype is just so annoying.
That and this show Shrinking on Apple.
Yeah, you said that. I haven't started even watching it because of your. Yeah. It's like these shows, I think, because people are just looking for some escape. And we're finding it in mediocrity. We're just like, yeah, Harrison Ford did a TV show. Cool. All right. Great. Is it good? No. John Hamm. We love John Hamm. Is his whatever that show is on Apple TV, is it any good?
Horrible.
No, it sucks. But we like John Hamm.
That's right. Still. I love John Hamm. I love Harrison Ford. I love all these actors, but they're picking bad projects, and what we're doing is we're rewarding their mediocrity, and we got to stop.
What is that movie that Mark Wahlberg is in with the I can't think of the actor that's creepy in some movies and he's weird. But
Mark Wahlberg is putting out Amazon movies every month now. I don't know. It's
he is
one every month. Yeah.
What is it's like Ball Drop or Drop the Ball or
Ball Drop.
Something like that. I can't remember what it is. It's like it's supposed to be an apparatus that is a prophylactic for also your testicles.
What? That's the premise of the movie?
There are two guys that have come up with this invention. And
Mark Wahlberg is really desperate for projects.
But it was so heavily promoted on every talk show that I'm like, maybe I'll watch it. And Paul something, like, what's the guy's name? He played in Blackbird. He was the criminal in Blackbird.
Right.
The serial killer in Blackbird.
Balls Up. There it is. Balls Up.
That's right.
I didn't realize that's what that was about. So, yeah, Balls Up with Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser. Is that who it is?
Paul Walter Hauser is fantastic in pretty much everything he does. So
Benjamin Bratt? You thinking of him?
No. Paul Walter Hauser. It was Blackbird, and that was another Apple TV movie. If you haven't watched that, I'm jealous because it's really good.
Okay, I'll check that one out. But they also have if you like Ted, they have a TV series, and people are really loving the second season of that. I haven't.
You
watched
do?
it,
You like it? It's good.
I haven't. I liked the first movie. I thought the second movie was lame, and then I haven't watched the series. But it's the number one series on streaming. I guess
it is.
Ted season 2.
Well, I guess.
And
I'll have
Mark
to check
Wahlberg
it out.
passed that one up, so he could go be on Balls Deep.
That's what it is, Balls Deep.
So, yeah, I don't know. But that's what's on streaming. Have fun scrolling.
Yeah, really.
Have fun. Yeah.
And before we go, Eddie, here it is, your dollop of joy.
My grandparents have taken to doing this thing where they invite their friends to our family dinners. You ever talk to an old person you don't love? It's really boring. Old people, they don't have the same small talk rules as my generation. It was like polite to be boring back then, you know? You can tell, because an old person comes up to you at a party, they're like, do you still like ginger ale? Yeah, I'll get a ginger ale from time to time. Okay, we get them too. The waitress will bring them to you. Or you buy it at the counter and you pay for it there. Just based on whatever system they have. Of course, over the years, the label's changed. You want to be like, are you aware this could be the last thing you ever say?
Shut up. All of you shut up.
Because my water bottle is like one of those swell, and I've had it forever, and it's one of those wooden looking ones.
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.